Hello everybody, this is Theron. Welcome to Minecraft LAN Party. We're in the Nether, and I want to start laying in rail to start getting around places because this is kind of ridiculous, walking and running everywhere and using up all my food. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to mostly do it off camera. There's two links that I really want to cover. One is this, which goes out to the Mooshroom Island, and the other goes out to the modified Taiga Island. And I want to move things around here a little bit. Boop, boop. And I want to grab these. This I should have with me. Another brick I don't really need. This I need to have with me. And need to have those. So I'm going to move this chest because I don't... it's in the way. That's where I want to put the rail. So yeah. So this is... I'm going to be working on this. Much of this is going to happen off camera because you don't need to see me running around the Nether laying in rail, because it's going to be boring. I should have brought some speed potions with me. Yes, I should have done that thing. But that's okay. Well, it's okay. So, let's get started. Maybe I'll time-lapse some of this. We'll see. But, and a really important piece of this is to make sure that we don't leave room for the pigmen to spawn in here. So we're going to slab over all this. And of course, I don't have a minecart with me. Interesting. 3, 4, 7, 8. Yeah, so I can, these chests, I can put this in there. And then no, not that. I want this down here. Thank you. So, yeah. Boop. Oh, put it too close. I hear a pig man. He's probably up on the roof. So today is, I don't know, it's Thursday, I guess. I am... Nope, not that. Come on. Do it like this. If I'm a little low energy. Oh, wait, how far does this go? Okay, never mind. I thought redstone powered rails for up to 8 away, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, duh. If you could count, it would probably help. Okay. Okay, so boop. And then this goes here, boop, and then the rails go on top of that. Boop, and it leaves that one empty. Nice. Okay, very good. And then I want to put... Why do I have 6 crafting tables? That's a very good question. Okay, so the crafting tables, I can put one here. Right, boop. And I don't need to carry the rest of these. And I need to empty out some of this. Do I need... I'm going to end up with extra bricks, that's for sure. Oh, the logistics of this is kind of painful. I'm going to have to leave some and come back for others. But, so today... I don't remember the date offhand, but... It is, it will be a little while before this gets uploaded. We had our American election for president this week, and I'm sure you're well aware of how it went. And lots of people that are upset and lots of people that are happy. So it's kind of a weird mix of reactions. It's kind of painful to see because everyone is complaining and blaming everyone else. And it's, uh-oh. I hope this is the right place. But probably not. No, perfect. Okay. So anyway, it's not much fun to be looking at social media these days. I totally understand all of it. So, but, and then to top it off, when I got home today, I saw on the Twitter and Instagram and my Facebook that Leonard Cohen died. So that's sad. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one there. Leonard Cohen is one of those. He's in some ways very similar to Bob Dylan, who's an artist who I am very much like, and I'm just horrified at the day that we get word that Bob Dylan has passed away. So it'll happen. He's getting up there in years, and he's been around a while. He's had a very good long career, but won't make it any less sad. Leonard Cohen is another one of those artists that is very broadly admired. Made very... Did I get that block back? I guess not. Made very poetic and literary music, and I think it would have been every bit as much appropriate if the Nobel Committee had decided to give him the Nobel Prize for Literature this year instead of Bob Dylan. He is far less prolific in his output, and there's an interesting story on on a podcast. It's Malcolm Gladwell's podcast. It's called Revisionist History, and he talks about a song Leonard Cohen wrote, and sort of talks about how long, sort of the history of the song, and how long it took him to write the song. The song is, of course, called Hallelujah, which, if you've heard of it, either you're a fan of Leonard Cohen or you've heard somebody else's version of it. There are lots of people have done versions of it. It's a well-covered song. Bob Dylan apparently has performed it live. I've never heard a recording of that. But the sorry, thought I heard something. Sorry. So Bob Dylan apparently has recorded live versions of it, which I would like to hear a version of that, but the version that I first heard and made me fall in love with the song was by John Cale. And the John Cale cover was very different from Leonard Cohen's version, and the Jeff Buckley, if you're on the younger side, is the person whose version you are more likely to have heard than John Cale's. But he basically did a sort of a cover of the John Cale cover of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. So song has a rich and fascinating history, and there's a book on it that Malcolm Gladwell covers in his podcast, and I'm blanking on the name of the book, but I ordered it. It's sitting on my Kindle, but I have not read it yet. But now that we have the passing of the late, great Leonard Cohen, I will have to go and read that. Push that up on my list of books that I'm reading. Right now I'm reading a book on the history of Bell Labs, which it's called The Idea Factory. And it's a pretty interesting history of Bell Labs. Bell Labs, if you don't know, because a lot of people don't, was a research and development factory research and development lab that was created by AT&T. And it was primarily created as a way of advancing the technology needed for their telephone and telegraph business. That's how they justified it. But they ended up doing so much more. And every great advance in electronics and science and technology, not every, but so many of them that you read about, all end up going back to Bell Labs, including some advances in computer technology. The transistor, the silicon transistor, was created there. Solid state relays and switches, the amplifiers, the vocoder was created there. Radar was not created there, but they sort of perfected manufacturing processes for it so that it could be used by the Allies in World War II. They got into a lot of government work, government contracts that fell outside their core business. And one of the reasons that it took so long for the government to actually break up the Bell monopoly was because of those government contracts. Because people were the Bell Labs people, AT&T and Bell Labs, made the argument that one of the reasons they can be so effective in helping the government with its defense requirements was because it was strong and it didn't have to worry about competition from its rivals in the telephone space, which may have been true, didn't necessarily make it entirely correct. And eventually the government did break up the Bell system. Of course, it's now all kind of reassembling itself, which is a little disconcerting. But, I went one too far. Let's put you in here and get that. So, so I have that book on Song Hallelujah on my Kindle. I need to go read it. And maybe I'll start reading that tonight. Because the Bell Labs book that I'm reading is largely research for a project. And the part where I need to research mostly is kind of past, but it's just fascinating reading about the development of information theory and the way we do computers and microprocessors, and all this stuff came out of Bell Labs. It's really amazing just how influential they were on sort of modern life. 1, 2, 3, 4. So anyway, boop. Turn that on. And of course, this is one of the reasons, if it's not completely obvious, that one of the primary reasons I wanted to build the gold farm is to make all these powered rails. There was a power rail duplication bug in the game for quite some time, but it did get fixed. So now we have to go and AFK at the gold farm for a little bit to to be able to make this much powered rail. But we have the gold farm, and it works very well. And I was AFK in there earlier today just to make sure that I would get that it would work with prolonged use. If you do let the entity count build up too much, whoops, oh, things get a little crazy. I was at a point where we had about 1,800 entities, mostly XP orbs, and my frame rate was down to like 1-2 frames per second, which made it a little difficult to play. So I'm not sure what, if anything, is to be done about that, other than going up and hanging out for, a few minutes, going and collecting your 7 or 8 blocks of gold, and then going back up, but picking up all the experience. And you can leave the gold down in the chest, because it won't despawn once it's in there. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so let me continue on this, and I'll talk with you in a bit. Oh, geez, that scared me. Oh, that's right. We're into the Nether fortress there, and I didn't quite see it looked like there was a hole there. Ooh, that was scary. I'm almost at the end here. Didn't take too long. It's a little tedious, but it's not too bad. And I had all the materials I needed, which was very helpful. So, losing some bricks here and there, but you know what? Who cares? The world is made of stone. It's easy to get more. I've got more than I know what to do with at the moment, so that's just fine. Oops. So this rail heads down here to this portal. This portal goes to the Mooshroom Island, or my staging place next to the Mooshroom Island, because I think it's about time that we go take down that ocean monument. So I'm sick of not having sea lanterns. The end rods are really cool, but they're really great in some situations, but they're not like the perfect all-around lighting block. Glowstone is cool in some situations, but it's kind of a busy block, so it's not perfect in all situations. So, but sea lanterns are pretty darn close to being perfect. They have a slightly bluish sort of cast to them, which means they won't fit necessarily in every environment, every decoration, but they're pretty good. So I want some. And there's not really, you really do need to go into an ocean monument to get the bits you need for the sea lanterns. There's no alternate way of crafting them, unfortunately. So fortunately we have ocean monuments out this way. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's going to be interesting to build my little rail launcher from there, but I'm not building the rail launchers right now. I am just concentrating on getting the rails laid in. And we are just about done. Now, it would be nice, it would help if I had actually brought a rail minecart, so I could take it all the way back. So, I have iron in my ender chest, so I will probably have to lay down an ender chest and boop, boop. I'm going to have to move that block or put in a regular rail here or something, I think. Because we don't need this to be powered all the time. Let's step through the portal here for a moment. Wow, that was a little weird. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yes, indeed. Very nice. It's about time that we took this thing down, I think. Hello, Mooshroom Island. Okay. And I have stuff out here already. I have a brewing stand. I have... I have pufferfish. I actually have a good amount of stuff out here. I need to bring more sand so I can make more glass. Need to bring some wood. Okay, and I got some milk. I've got bottles, which is the main reason I need the glass. Okay, we're actually in pretty good shape. I didn't realize I had this many pufferfish out here. That's awesome. I've been fishing for them. So yeah. So let's get some iron out here. Let's make ourselves a minecart and travel back home. And hey, that was weird. Okay. Oh, you know, I should probably cut down some of this dirt here. That probably is why I got Goofy coming out of the portal. Woohoo. Hey. Thank you. Alright, so if I do this, is it just going to roll away? No. Woohoo. Very nice. Not walking and using up saturation. I'm making myself hungry. Speaking of hungry, I have not eaten dinner tonight. I need to do that. But I wanted to get this recorded first. Chihuahua Power G is at a data visualization conference in Austin right now. And she's actually flying back tonight. She'll get in kind of late. She was planning on coming back tomorrow night, but they got her on an earlier flight so she could come in and actually go to work tomorrow. So get to see her tonight, or maybe in the morning. I don't know what time her flight comes in, but it's well after midnight apparently, and she's coming into LAX, which is quite a ways away. So she comes in early enough. I can go pick her up at the airport, but I think she's gonna catch a cab. Ooh, or an Uber or something. There we go. Okay, so I'll build a launcher right here. How much of this stuff can I pick up? Oh, speaking of end rods. So let me grab some of this, transport as much of it back as I can. And we will work on the rest of this at a later time. But that's what I wanted to do. And hopefully that was somewhat interesting. I didn't have much energy to do much more than that tonight, but you know, wanted to get this done and get it recorded before oops, put that in there with those. Okay, wanted to get that recorded before G got home, and but now I need to go make some food for myself. And yeah, so I need to lay rail in down here as well, but we'll one step at a time. Very cool. Thank you for watching. This is Darren. It's been Minecraft LAN Party, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.